you get placed?
I am currently placed in Birla Soft. I am from non-IT background. I was afraid of coding. I came across the iNeuron ad. I am very thankful to iNeuron that much knowledge in this much level up game. What I love most about the iNeuron that they implemented that assistant, 24-hour assistant that helped me a lot.
And all you have learned from me.
Yeah. Actually, I started learning stats by your YouTube playlist. I just tell this to everybody whom I meet, and they are just little bit of interested in stat. I say, hey, Krish ka video dekh bhai.
Hey Maghesh, how are you?
Yeah, how are you? I'm fine. So glad to talk with you.
Same here. So where did you get placed?
I'm currently placed in Birla Soft.
Amazing. When did you get placed?
1st of October was my first day. 30th September was my joining.
Okay, very nice. So till then, I think we have completed machine learning in FSDS November batch, right? You're from that batch?
Yeah, no, I am from FSDA batch, data analyst.
Data analytics batch. Okay,
yeah.
Great. So stats and all you have learned from me.
Yeah. Actually, I started learning stats by your YouTube playlist.
Okay.
That 7 videos. Okay. And now it's the time that I refer it to everybody who is interested in stats.
Okay, perfect. So I hope it is helping, right?
Yeah, it's very much helping, you are amazing in explaining stats.
Thank you.
I just tell this to everybody whom I meet, and they are just little bit of interested in stat. I say, hey, Krish ka video dekh bhai. Krish will clear your doubts.
Okay, perfect. Okay, fine. So let's start this, Maghesh. We'll just have a little bit of testimonial video, like it is a kind of podcast. Okay. I will probably ask some questions and you can answer with respect to that. Only 6 to 7 questions are there. Yeah. So whatever things, and finally we'll have a rapid fire round, like kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. So let me start. Okay. In 1, 2, 3, I will start. Yeah. So hello guys, we have with us Maghesh, who has recently made a transition into the data analytics industry. He was from our FSDA batch, that is full stack data analytics. Again, welcome, Maghesh. Again, I'm really feeling proud to talk to you right now, because being a mentor, obviously, we really want people to fly in a successful colors. So first of all, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good too. Okay, Maghesh, to start with, let's give a brief intro about you, and about your early education as such.
Yeah. So basically, I am a mechanical engineer by education. I did diploma and then engineering in mechanical. I graduated in 2018, and then I was working in a manufacturing industry. And this is how was my early background. I was totally from a non-IT background.
Okay, non-IT background. So specifically from mechanical engineering to data analytics. Amazing. Amazing transition. Okay, let's talk about this, right? We heard that you also gave an exam for ISRO. Yeah. So what was the outcome of that?
Yeah, actually, when I was in diploma, I got selected for the ISRO. When I missed it by a few marks. And after the degree, I again got selected for the written test. Okay. So they have a screening. The first screening is based on the marks you achieved in the examination, academics. So I got selected second time also I gave, and it was a very less margin by which I missed it. But now I am feeling glad that I missed it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, the third question is that we also heard that you're contributing in NGO, probably in the form of teaching and all. Can you let us know about that? Because it is obviously motivational thing, right? Because doing such a good social work, right? It is always good.
Yeah, just before COVID in Jan 2020, I came across an NGO which is named that Bright Kids Foundation. It's a Mumbai-based NGO. So actually what we do, we give after-school coaching to the students who are from low-income family. So I was there as a science and math teacher, as I have engineering background. So I used to teach students who are, little bit of, afraid of maths and science, bookish knowledge. So I just started teaching them, grooming them a little bit, and it's a good thing to do. I got very enjoyed by doing it, and parallelly I was learning data because I used to get a little bit of time in between the lectures. So parallelly I did that, and then from that NGO I transitioned to the Birla Soft. And in that NGO, our NGO actually runs on CSR budget. So I was the one who was helping the management to make CSR PPTs with the help of Tableau graphs, infographs. So that was the core when I got triggered with the data and visuals.
So you had already started working on those kind of reporting tools earlier itself.
Yeah, actually I was started working, but it was not with the proper base. I was knowing ki only if this type of data I can make this type of graphs. That was the limited kind of knowledge I was having. Then thankfully when I was searching on a net about the DA course, I came across the iNeuron ad on the Google, and I was pretty amazed that time when I saw the fee structure. I was like, oh, at first I thought it is a discounted, it is the discount which I am watching. Then I got to know that, oh, it's the total fee. So it is amazing. I am very thankful to iNeuron that much knowledge in this much fees is just a level up game. You change the game just like
Thank you, Maghesh. Thank you. We are always known for affordability. That will always be our key thing. Okay. Let's talk about this. Now, probably you have cracked data analytics job, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any plan to probably get into data science?
Yeah. Actually, I am along with the job after my working hours. I am learning. I'm still learning a little bit of Python and all. But it's a learning phase. I'm still into the learning phase. So I am definitely want to get into the DS. So I am working on that also along with the job.
Okay, perfect. So how did iNeuron help you with respect to this kind of transition?
I would love to explain that because iNeuron helped me a lot. I still remember watching your first stats video and you explain types of, there are two types of statistics, and then you started and your handwritten notes. Then you told ki, I want to publish a book which will be handwritten notes, and from that I just binge watched all your stats playlist, and I was like, अरे यही सीखना है अपने को. Then I got cleared my all the doubts related to mean, median, mode, outliers, phi number summary, and all. And then I started watching the weekend lectures of my batch. And from there, then the stats part was over, and then Sudhanshu sir's SQL started, and he amazingly explained all the queries, window function, which functions we have to focus, and all. Along after then, Power BI batch started. So Anand sir also explained all the things, how you should, from the color combination to what kind of visuals you have to concentrate, how can you impress anyone, how can you be out of box, Power BI developer. And what I love most about the iNeuron that they after 1 month after my batch was started, they implemented that assistant, 24-hour assistant. That helped me a lot because what I used to do, I used to log in anytime and start watching the video. So if I get stuck anywhere, I used to contact with the assistant, and they were so helpful in all my queries. And I remember I was stuck in a data set, and they arranged a Google Meet with me, and then they helped me a lot. So this kind of effort we don't get to see in all kind of educational or edtech platform. This is amazing. And then the mock interviews, I attended 3 mock interviews. That helped me a lot, and they totally they explained me what I want to focus on, what kind of question I can get, and 90% of same question I got into my real interview in the technical round. And I was so pretty quickly I answered all the question, and the interviewer was amazed.
Okay, amazing. That's amazing to hear. Okay, let us talk about how did what are the challenges that you probably faced while preparing for the interviews itself?
As I am from non-IT background, and so I haven't written a single line of code before starting 2DA. So I was pretty afraid of coding. But when I started learning SQL, it was pretty easy to see when someone is writing the code, but pretty much difficult when you are writing by yourself. So I was a little bit confused between the semicolon, comma, and all. But as Sudhanshu sir said, you have to practice it by yourself, then you will get it. So I just kept practicing whenever I got time. And then probably visual BI part I was very strong at that because I practiced earlier also and in Tableau and Power BI. But SQL was the thing I need to focus on. And with the help of Sudhanshu sir, it was pretty seamless.
Great, great. So, like, what advice would you like to give to the people since you're already from the non-tech background, right? And you have made a
Yeah.
successful career transition. So, what advice would you like to give for the people to get started in data analytics part?
Yeah, so I just one advice that I will give, that practice as much as you can and first clear the basics, because if you not clear the basic, you will stuck in the same thing again and again. And if you clear the basic, you will go through it. And but practice, you have to practice it thoroughly. From June to August, I think I practiced every day for minimum 5 hours, regardless of my job and my other work. I dedicatedly gave 5 hours every day because I wanted to switch and switch it very fast because it is a fast growing career. So I wanted that, early bird discount in the career.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, now let's start this rapid fire round. So in this round is like whatever comes in your mind with respect to the question that I ask, you have to tell it. You don't have to think, okay?
Okay.
First question. First words right now that comes to your mind.
Python.
Okay. What software do you most work during your day?
SSMS.
Okay. Any specific word for iNeuron?
Amazing.
Favorite part of your current job?
No, SPs, making SPs.
Okay. Future vision?
I want to be a data scientist, and I want to contribute towards the AI, which will solve a problem that, just like some AIs are like, problem solving and they are changing the world, like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like boom. So I want to contribute in such kind of AI, which will help to, people of India or rural people, just like the NGOs I am teaching in or I am associated with. So some AI that will help those students. And also for your information, Krish, some of the students from my NGO are also learning Python. They are in 9-10, but I told them to watch your Python playlist and they are starting, and yeah, they are learning. We have laptops in our NGO, so they are learning. So that's pretty much.
Nice, nice. That's really good. Okay, what is the word that comes when you hear about data science?
Data science. Okay, machine learning.
Okay. And what is the key to success?
Discipline and consistency.
Great, 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 great. So finally, Maghesh, do you like to talk about like any final thing, like to the audience? See, people think that a person cannot do this, a person cannot do that. Specifically, since you did it from a non-technical background, right? You were from mechanical engineering, but without any programming background, you made a transition. So what about those other people who are just thinking and whether they can actually make a transition or not? So what would the final advice be for them from your side?
I would advise them to start as early as possible, because you will only get to know if you are good or bad if you try. If you don't try, if you just procrastinate, it will never work. So just try and get it a shot, and you will be successful. There is no rocket science, but there is a data science. So you have to practice and just you have to go with the basics and consistency. That's the key. So I would advise everyone to, spare some time. If you really want to transition the career, you have to spare time regardless of the excuses you give, and then you can only succeed.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Maghesh, for your time for this amazing podcast. I hope the audience may have learned a lot of things from you. Definitely an amazing transition from mechanical engineering to the data analytics industry. So thank you, Maghesh, once again.
Thank you, Chris.
So guys, this was it from our side. I hope you like this particular podcast. We'll see you all in the next podcast. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you, Maghesh, again.
Thank you.
चलो Maghesh, recording हो गया?
Okay.
हाँ?
Thank you.
कैसा लगा
एकदम
recording का?
मस्त.
एकदम
Can I
मस्त?
take a screenshot?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just be in the frame.
Yeah, sure.
It's a fanboy moment for me.
No fan. You have worked hard. You have cleared it.
Uh, Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maghesh. Thank you. So have a great day.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
in touch. Be in touch.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So definitely
Yeah.
be in touch, and let's again meet up sometime. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.